I recently got an old pre-release beta version of Counter-Strike Global Offensive. This thing is almost 5 years old now and looks a bit different from the game we know today. The first thing to notice, the logos playing in the beginning are longer than in the final version, and man, the Valve guy is creepy. I mean, the original Valve guy is weird, but this one is creepy. The main menu is also a lot more basic, somewhat similar to the classic menu structure. But overall the menu is nothing particularly interesting, so let's move on to some differences worth noting. One thing that really shows the development status of the game, several weapons are still missing entirely, and several selection icons still depict weapons from Counter-Strike's source. For example, this is no M4A4, it is the M4A1 carbine from Counter-Strike's source. Or another prime example, the AUG depicted here still features the classic scope and not the ACOG sight mounted on a Picatinny rail. Oh, and of course, the AUG as well as the SG553 still feature the classic zooming style, from before the spring 2014 update, where both rifles got the more modern FPS-like style zoom. Honestly, I never got quite adjusted to that. I like the old shitty Counter-Strike style zoom. Brilliant. Also, some maps looked slightly different back then. For example, the original Counter-Strike Global Offensive version of Dust 2 featured scaffold supports in the middle of this corridor. These were later removed because they were simply disturbing the gameplay. Other smaller differences are various versions of loading screens, the HUD, and other overlays like the victory notification. And now to the, at least for me, most interesting part, the MP5. In episode 5 of the cut content of Counter-Strike, back then I only had my crappy headset microphone, we talked about the MP5 being cut from CSGO after the decision was made to expand CSGO from a console port of Source to a full-on independent title. This beta version of CSGO still has most of the MP5 files, so let's have a look. The MP5 was originally obtainable through console commands, but with a script change it was added to the buy menu. Though it is a little buggy. It is listed as the MP7, even though the item and the model is properly listed as the MP5 Navy. Another buggy thing, since the MP5 has no selection and kill icon, it uses the icon of whichever weapon was selected before. Oh, and yeah, it is bound to the left side for some reason. I think I don't have to talk about the gameplay, since it didn't change much since Counter-Strike Source. It's a remainder of the portation, so it's pretty much still the same. Though the view and world model have been significantly improved since Counter-Strike Source, it is still not up to the standard of modern Counter-Strike Go weapons. It is kind of in between Counter-Strike Source and Counter-Strike Global Offensive weapon style. And a little off-topic thing here, why does Counter-Strike Source's buy menu feature a preview image of the MP5 from Counter-Strike Condition 0 deleted scenes? The preview image even has the flashlight attached, something only ever seen in deleted scenes. So if you haven't seen episode 5 of the cut content of Counter-Strike yet, feel free to check it out. There we are talking about the MP5 and the M4A1S / M4A1 regular. As for episode 6 of the cut content of Counter-Strike and the SCAR H and L, there was nothing new about that in the beta. For that I would have to get my hands on a CSGO alpha, so if any one of you has something, let me know. So that's it for today. I for my part would like to get the MP5 back as a replacement for the MP7. And what do you think about the changed AUG and SG550 scopes? And the looks of the CSGO beta in general? Let's discuss that in the comment section down below. So see you guys next time, and as always, goodbye and guten Tag.